Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Elisa and here I create bullet journaling ideas and inspiration. This video I will be filming my January monthly spreads, and in my previous video I created my 2022 spreads, and I will leave a link for that below in the description. I'm really excited about the spread that I'm making today because I get to see my whole month set up, and I kind of was behind on when I set it up. I didn't actually make it until like the second week of January, which isn't the best, but I'm finally getting to it, so I was super excited, which is why in the future you'll only see that I start on like the 10th or something. I got this idea layout from Amanda Rach Lee in her January setup, and I thought it would fit really well for me. I just made the squares, but she actually cut out little black squares and taped them on, which looks really cute, but I just made the squares in my journal because I don't have black paper. But I used the same font that I used in my yearly spread layout, and I think it looks really good. I added some vines in the background, and I have a small section where I can write my goals for the month, and I also want to keep track of my net worth. At the bottom, I'll have a small spot where I can put any notes of things that I'd like to add for future month layouts, or things that I spent money on, anything like that. And I think it turned out really cute, and I think it looks really well with the whole layouts that I chose. And right here you'll see that I'm actually cutting out the side of the paper because I decided to incorporate tabs in this journal. In my previous video I created a Dutch door kind of style page, and I kind of wanted to see what doing tabs in my journal would look like, and if I actually like it or use it. I'm really experimenting this year with different techniques that I've seen and seeing what's really useful and functional for me. So that's what I just have on the side of the page there. Is actually where I will be keeping track of all of my habits that I want to really focus on this month. I created 7 different habits that I wanted to keep track, and a few within each other, so I made larger squares where I can divvy it up. The first one is I really want to keep track of my water intake. I'm trying to drink more water, which I've been doing a really good job this month so far. I also want to keep track of my shower and my washing hair days, brushing teeth, and flossing, shaving, laundry, and work days. And I just divvied it up. I actually added an extra week to the larger ones, so I went in with leftover paper that I used and I just cut that out and glued it right over to cover. So you'll notice that the boxes are not actually the right size of the month. Overall though, I think it looked really well, and so far it's been doing a good job of helping me keep track of those things. So I'm really excited to see how the rest of the month will work out and what I might use in the next month. To add that I did later go in and put the dates in the boxes because I was getting confused, and it just looked much better in my opinion to be able to see all the dates. I might not do that in the future, but it helped me this month because I didn't actually start keeping track on the 1st. bullet trackers, please leave me a comment below of what you're tracking this month. I'd love to see and get different ideas of different things that I could possibly be improving on in my life. This next page that I'm working on is probably the simplest page of all of them. I just left it pretty much blank, but it's where I'll put all of my YouTube ideas and any information regarding that, like what I buy for YouTube, how many videos I put out. It'll also probably incorporate some Instagram information as well. It just kept it super simple, and I actually cut out a little triangle with the washi tape for the play button, and I thought that was kind of unique and creative, but I like how it looks. I still haven't quite thought of a name for my other channel that I'm starting that's knitting based. Hopefully I'll think of something creative here soon. Another thing is these scissors are just the worst to cut, and I will definitely have to get some of those craft knives soon because it is just way too difficult with those right now. And here is where I start creating my weekly spreads, which I really like how they turned out. I kind of didn't space the first one the best that I could. I don't really know why, I just must have done the math wrong at first. I left enough space for me to be able to write any notes or extra things to remember, or things that really stood out that week for me. And I think it's super simple, and it gives me enough room to write any information that I could possibly need. I did this for the next few weeks. I think there were 3 more. I forgot to film, I guess, or lost the footage or something of the next week, but I do have the last week in there as well. And I just kept these super simple. I don't even think I put much binds on it just because there wasn't a ton of room on the paper as it was. I really liked how they turned out. I don't know if I'll use it again though. I don't know if maybe it's just how the green looks, but we'll have to see in the future. To let you guys know that I will put in the description any materials that I used and any inspirational things that really helped inspire this spread and any other information. It would also mean a lot to me if you like this video and also subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting more videos on different spreads that I create and other things bullet journaling related, and it would really mean a lot to me if you like this video and subscribe. And for this last spread, I decided to create a recap of the month. Here I can write down all of my strengths, weaknesses, and halfway there is what I put for things that I felt I didn't necessarily consider a weakness, but definitely weren't a strength. And then on the other page, I just have my favorites. And here you can see a Polaroid that I just used to get the outline. And I haven't quite decided if I will stick a picture in there or if I'll just put a theme on the bottom and write different bullets of different favorites that could possibly be food, music, or anything like that. But that Polaroid is just a small picture of me and my husband at Christmas in 2020. I just thought it was cute, so I used that one. And then that's all I have for these spreads. Super simple, but I think it'll be really useful and functional. I'll have to see how well I use it and if it'll follow through for my February spreads, which will be coming out next week. So definitely like and subscribe to this channel and you'll be able to see that video when it comes out right away next week. Of my January spreads, again starting with just the beginning month where I can see everything laid out and in order of the dates, and then the next spread I can be able to track all of my habits. Here I'll just have different YouTube ideas and my weekly spreads where I can also keep track of any notes that I possibly will need for future bullet journal ideas. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I don't know if I'll keep doing the tabs, especially with the scissors that I have. They just were not very easy to cut, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and please like and subscribe.